Welcome back to the DrossCast podcast. I am your host this week, Kat, and I am joined as always by the Dross Squad members, starting with Akko.
I got nothing.
Oh, that was cute.
Yeah.
Slay.
Slay is here. I am here. I am the best. We can stop this now.
Highly disagree, Bob.
Hello.
Okay.
Oh, tacos.
Yep.
Did you have a taco?
Fiery Dorito Locos tacos. 7 out of 8 burritos.
Oh, yes. 7 out of 8 burritos. What a sport.
All right, yeah.
Sounds like
Woo.
diabetes.
Sounds
Okay.
like diarrhea.
Wait, you find them in 7 out of 8 burritos?
Yeah.
How bizarre.
Some, next level shit.
Actually, that'd be super delicious now that I think about it.
Patent pending Taco Bell. Don't steal our ideas.
Actually, so one of the things I used to do with tacos is I would take a hard shell taco and, put all the stuff on it. And then I'd eat it, and as it, broke apart, I would have another shell underneath it, and then just, put all the broken stuff into that one, wrap it up, and then have a second taco.
It's like taco inception.
Revolutionary. Yeah.
Oh my
Burritos
God.
Locos Taco. Pen.
Burritos.
Burritos Locos Taco.
Yes. Okay, well, believe it or not, this is not a podcast solely about tacos, although someday maybe it will be.
Mm-hmm.
Today's topic is an interesting one. We are going to talk about zodiac signs and our horoscopes. So, I think we'll kick it off by saying what each of our signs are, so that if any of the listeners share a sign, lucky you, we're talking about your sign. If not, sucks to be you. So I'll start. I am a Virgo, which is, my birthday's September 3rd, so that's when I was born. Next.
Next.
Thank you. Next.
All right. I am a Gemini.
My birthday is early November, so I am a Scorpio, which I don't think is a shock to anybody.
Nope.
Nope. Not at all.
Bob?
I'm a Taurus.
I think it's funny that Bob and Akko's birthdays are only 5 days apart, yet they are different signs.
Yep.
So that lucked out for the podcast, made it a little more interesting that we're all actually different signs.
My birthday is the cutoff for Taurus, actually.
Is it?
May 20th is the last day.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
So, very exciting stuff.
What's after Taurus?
Gemini.
Duh.
Duh.
No, before it is my sister, and that's Aries, right?
Yeah.
That's what I was thinking.
Yeah.
That'll
So,
be cutoff.
I'm going to start off by saying I don't think any of us are super into horoscopes. We don't, read our horoscopes on the daily to tell us what our lives are going to be like.
No, but I like them. I like the idea of them.
I think it's interesting. I like more so, what we're going to talk more about today is, traits, or, if they, characters from TV shows. They say, if you're this character, due to your zodiac sign, blah, blah, blah. I like looking at that stuff. I don't really like the, lengthy, your year will be X, Y, and Z because you're a Virgo. I don't really get into those too much, myself. But we thought it'd be kind of interesting to kind of go through some different stuff we found on the interwebs and see if we think they're accurate to our actual
Because everything
personalities.
on the internet is 100% true all the time.
That's a quote by Abraham Lincoln.
I don't
It
know.
is.
Look it up on Wiki.
Google it.
Wikipedia, here we come.
Yeah.
So to start, I made us all a little cheat sheet. So we all have the same, I don't want to call them stats, but basically we have baseball cards of ourselves right
Right.
now.
Mine's the rarest.
Okay.
You're so
Yeah, okay.
rarest.
No, it's not. He's just
You're Gemini. There's two of you. You're
Yeah.
not the
Oh, yeah.
rarest.
No.
Oh.
for real. So I think we could start by talking about the origins of our zodiac signs, because I'm super into mythology. Shock to all I know. And actually, when I took a mythology class in college, we got to go over the different zodiac myths, the myths behind them, and I thought it was super interesting. So I know my co-podcasters probably didn't actually know their myths before I sent them literally a link on the internet a couple hours ago. But
Didn't see it.
well, Bob, it's written right there for you, and I kind of explained it to you really quickly. But
Yes.
I can fill in the holes where needed.
Gross.
So I'll start. So Virgo, the myth behind it. So Virgo is virgin. Thanks.
Clear shit over there.
So it comes from the story of Persephone. So Persephone is the daughter of the goddess Demeter. And Hades decided that he liked Persephone, so he fucking kidnapped that bitch down to Tartarus and was like, bitch, you my wife now. And
That's hot.
Demeter was like, no, bitch, I'm not happy about this. So she's the goddess of harvest, so she just, like, ruined all the crops. It was like, fuck you for stealing my daughter. And so Hades made a deal, and basically Persephone spent half the year on Earth with her mother and half the year in Tartarus with him. So half the year crops are good. That's kind of like, the seasons, so to speak. And that's the myth behind Virgo. Fun.
What does that have
fun
to do with a
story.
virgin at all? Was Persephone
She
a
was a
virgin?
virgin.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. I got you. I was like, wait,
Yeah.
where is this
And she's
going?
like the symbol of Virgo a lot of times is like symbolized with like fertility. Like,
Yeah.
It's a symbol of it, but yeah, I don't know.
Weird.
That's Greek mythology
So
for
you
you.
mean the whole time Hades had her in Tartarus, he wasn't getting some.
Well, I mean, he might have. I think she was a virgin when
he
he
got
kidnapped
some.
her.
So she's not virgin no more.
Not anymore. She was.
She wa-
I mean, let's be real. The main like problem god as far as being a sexual predator is Zeus by far. In 2 myths of the 4 of ours, Zeus banged somebody inappropriately, and that's where they come from.
Mm-hmm.
One of those 2 would be Akko. So why don't you tell us about your Gemini or what you know about it? I can help you if need be.
I have a twin.
Bravo.
Thank you.
All right.
So, origin is Castor and Pollux. Apparently,
That's right.
Castor is mortal,
Mm-hmm.
and Pollux is the son of Zeus.
So they're twins in the same pregnancy. So like this woman had sex with 2 different dudes, essentially. One of them being Zeus, but Zeus was actually in the form of a swan. Interesting enough.
So she fucked a swan.
So
Okay.
Stay tuned. There's more animal fucking to come.
What is with all this?
Do they have a
animal
spiral
fucking?
penis like
our
Barb?
penis.
No.
Oh, like a
Spiral,
duck?
like a duck.
Oh,
Ducks
yeah,
have
duck.
spiral penises.
Oh, I don't know about
Do
duck
swans
wieners.
have them too?
I
So
don't
if
know.
a duck jumped and fucked, it would spin.
Sure. If
Okay.
a duck jumped and fucked. That's a
So,
funny thing to say.
Yeah, something, I think a disclaimer on all Greek mythology. If it exists and it had a pulse, Zeus probably inhabited it, and he also probably fucked someone while in that creature's
Look
form.
at Zeus go.
He could not keep it in his pants. Like, that's really the problem of all of
Would you if
history.
you were a god?
I mean, if you're the
I
king
would
of the
fuck
gods.
Everything. Probably not animals. I might not be an animal when I do it either, but who knows?
I don't know. What if you get bored?
I couldn't say what I do.
So,
Exactly.
yeah. So I think, Akko, yours is actually kind of sad, though, because these twins, like, did everything together. They got the golden, helped with the Golden Fleece. They were part of the Trojan War. And then, but because Castor is mortal and Pollux was immortal, like, obviously one of the twins died eventually, and the other one just lived on without his twin and was just, like, super depressed.
So I'm the immortal one because I lived.
I'm pretty sure you're Castor, but that's okay.
Oh.
All right. Slay, tell us about your cool little dude.
I killed a rapist.
Yep, essentially.
Awesome.
So Orion, the son of Poseidon,
Oh,
There-
little
what?
side note.
mm-hmm.
Orion was a scent of axe that I used to use in high school.
Ooh,
You're
full
welcome.
circle. Full circle.
Okay.
There.
How interesting.
And continue.
He's the rapist in the story, so I
And
wouldn't be bragging
he,
about that.
Oh, fuck.
yes, Orion
Fitting.
attempted. Oh God, Orion attempted to rape Artemis,
Isn't that a
and
dude?
the gods. No,
Yeah.
no.
You
Yeah,
asked
we
what-
said that.
on-
Xena.
yes, and
It was a
she no, she was the archer that got hit by her own arrows. Remember?
Yeah,
She
he was a dude.
no, she had tits.
Artemis is a guy's name.
No, it's not.
No, it's
Are you
not.
sure?
Artemis and Apollo are twins. Apollo's the guy. Artemis is the girl.
That's
Can
a
I
lot of
continue?
twins.
Are you gonna keep jumping in
I
on
think
me?
we should fact check this.
Are you really gonna question?
done?
Are you questioning me on whether the Xena character was male or female? Like I don't fucking know. Let's
Yeah.
fucking go.
Okay. Male or female? Fat warrior.
Male.
Oh. How do we know?
What?
Because
Have we figured
if
out
it was
what
a
Fat
female,
Warrior
it would have said
was?
Fat Amazon because those are the only women warriors. in
Xena?
Aside from Xena.
Uh,
Xena gets her own credit. They don't put her in
Okay,
at the
sorry.
end.
Back to Orion the rapist. Oh my God.
I'm with you,
All right.
Slay.
Okay, sorry, Slay. Continue about Orion and the rapey-ness.
Oh, I'm so sorry. Am I breaking your conversation up? How
Little
dare
bit,
I?
so we'll let you
All right.
continue.
Back to the gay rape.
So Orion attempted to rape Artemis. The gods decided, no, that ain't a cool thing to do. So they sent a scorpion to sting that bitch. And by bitch, I mean Orion, not Artemis.
Oh, okay.
And to immortalize him, they sent him up into the constellations, the Scorpion. And then they also threw Orion up there, and they face each other. Eternally. Forever.
Orion got to make it into a constellation?
Yeah, Orion's fucking belt, you ding-dong!
That's all you have to do is try to rape someone?
Well, he was a god.
Orion's not a god, but
Oh,
that's
he's
okay.
not a god?
Yeah.
Oh, well, he's the son of a god.
Yeah,
That's a
demigod.
bit fuckery.
He's a son of a something.
Yeah.
All
So-
right.
My
All
bad.
right, Bob. Let's talk about yours. Zeus and Europa here.
All right. Zeus and Europa had a son called Minos.
Minos, but it's okay.
Minos.
Minos fucked a bull,
No.
and his wife was born.
No. His wife fucked a bull, and their son was born, the Minotaur. Good try, though.
I knew I was going to screw that up. Son Minos was cursed because
Wife
he
cursed.
masturbated.
No,
Wife.
wife cursed to lust after
Cursed.
a bull.
Wife, what did Minos do to get that?
Because he offered up the white bull as a sacrifice, but he wanted to keep it for himself.
White bull. All right.
That was Zeus.
So, he offered up his own dad?
Well,
Wife cursed to lust after a bull, and she fucked the bull, and they had a minotaur.
yeah, there's actually a whole thing. So when I was in mythology class, like they had talked about this. They actually, so he had Daedalus, who was like I don't know, an inventor of sorts back then. She had him build a contraption to hold the weight of a bull so that she could efficiently fuck said bull without getting crushed by said bull. So like she was real in, she was all in. Also, the same Daedalus ended up having to build the labyrinth to keep this minotaur in, so he didn't go and like eat all the people.
Also, fun fact
Oh,
about
he ate
that
people?
story too is
Bestiality.
that was the creation. Minos' wife created the sex swing, and when she was in, the bull was. I can't finish this. That's what she said.
There we go.
All right.
Okay.
Moving on.
Okay, so that's the origin story of all of
You've
our.
been drinking?
Yes.
I was gonna say, you're
I
acting...
had a couple of 13, 14 beers before I came back home.
I'm not...
Good times. I should have brought the Malibu back. Malibu
Mhm.
party. Okay, so whilst in the interwebs, I looked up a lot of different random ads. Can we not? Nobody else can see us, so like when we start laughing at like facial expressions, nobody can see that. So just imagine we're all hysterical. But no, I looked up some like different like characters and things that we are based off of our zodiac signs. I feel like we can start there. So we did the first round as Game of Thrones. So my Game of Thrones character as a Virgo would be Marjorie Tyrell, which
Who's she again?
She's hot.
she was the one that was supposed
Tommen's wife.
to...
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
I thought it was the old bitch. I was
She
like,
got-
you would be the one to flick off.
That'd be
Cersei.
cool too.
Spoiler alerts, but she's the one who got like blown up, and she got blown up.
She
with,
got blown up in the set.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Disintegrated
but
by the green fire.
I was okay with it. I mean, I didn't dislike her as a character, so I was fine with it. Like, I mean, it could have been worse. I could have gotten Cersei.
She was nice. I don't know.
Wait, who got Cersei?
Who do you think got Cersei, Akko?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, it's weird.
We're gonna...
Oh.
You got Jamie.
We're gonna revisit this again.
Classic.
I'm
That's so
Jamie
funny.
Lannister.
So you mean right here on the table, guys? Are we coming back to that?
This week on Wife Swap.
Oh my God.
So Akko, you got Jamie.
Yep.
But I kind of, so in our Game of Thrones
We
finale
agreed with
podcast,
it.
we already kind of talked about that for like working for you. So I mean, I get it.
I get it, but it's just weird.
Anyways,
You might
Cause-
need a diaper change.
yeah,
Go on.
keep going, Akko.
Oh, no, I was like, all right, next.
Oh, okay. No shock. Cersei Lannister.
Hmm.
I am Cersei.
It's kind of interesting that you're almost always a villain.
I mean, I'm Scorpio.
Always.
Scorpio is always...
I feel like Aries is usually the hothead though. Like when you read through them, like it's always Aries.
True.
Everybody wants to... Nobody likes the Scorpio horoscope. Like, every time I read it, it always has, like, the shittiest... It's always the shittiest one. So,
Oh.
nobody likes us.
Well, that's,
I mean, that's fine.
that's too bad.
My corner of mine, nobody likes me. Y'all like to beat me up.
Yeah,
Well,
we'll
that's
get to
just
that.
because you're easily to...
You're an easy target.
Yeah, you're an easy target. It's not that we enjoy beating you up. It's just, you make it so easy for us. We kind of just take advantage of the situation.
Yeah, that's
Rude.
true. That's true. Bob, though
Just
he
trying
had to
to be
step away for a
nice.
hot second, got Brienne of Tarth, which,
He was pretty jazzed about that.
yeah, I mean,
I would be.
who doesn't like Brienne? I mean,
Exactly.
she's a good character. I don't think anybody, as much as Cersei is one of the like villains of the show.
I like her though. Like,
yeah,
she's
Slay's
one of my
favorite
favorite
characters.
characters.
So like, I feel like in the end we all got good characters. Nobody got anyone they absolutely loathed. So I don't think there's anything in there that was like super shocking. So we did a couple other, I did shows and things that we all like were familiar with. So they're all things you've heard us talk about in previous podcasts. The next one we did was Xena. And precursor to this, I looked it up, and if any one of us four would have gotten Xena, and it would not have been me, we would not be talking about this. But none of us got her, so it's okay.
What one did get her?
Aquarius.
Aquarius? I don't even think I know an Aquarius.
I guess she's element of water, so that makes sense.
I mean, yeah, it makes. I see it. I see
it.
Aquarius being Xena, but I
fine.
also don't think I know an Aquarius either.
No.
Yeah, so as long as it wasn't one of us four, I was fine with it. But I got Autolycus, who is the King of Thieves, which, funny enough, was the character I gave you, Slay, at our sleepover. We talked about like giving each other fictional characters.
Yes.
I actually gave that to you, so I was kind of surprised that it came back around. But as far as male characters go, there are not a lot that are anything worth wanting to be in that show. So I was totally okay with Autolycus. He's a good time. He's good at what he does, and he's funny. So out of all the male characters, he's probably my favorite.
I don't know. I like Ares.
True, I do like Ares, but I feel like Ares gets better with time through the show. Like in the beginning, he's just kind of a douche.
Douche nut.
Douche canoe, actually.
Oh,
Yeah,
whatever.
but
I really like Alti.
Alti's pretty cool. She's pretty badass.
I'm not even. Well, I guess I'm technically a Xena character.
Actually, Akko, you and I were both Hercules characters before we were Xena characters.
Yeah.
But I'm okay with that because Xena was also a Hercules character before she was a Xena character, so
True.
I'm okay with that. But who are you, Akko?
I was about to say salmon. I'm
You're salmon.
I'm salmon.
Salmonius.
Salmonius. There we go.
Lord Seltzer from the episode you guys
Oh, I was
saw.
gonna say, wasn't he the comic relief character?
Yeah, he is. He's the
Yeah.
cross-dresser in a lot of
That makes
Hercules
sense,
episodes,
though.
too.
Yeah.
Because,
Yeah.
I mean, when you were even describing your top three, you described yourself as the comic relief.
Mm-hmm.
True.
So he's not, like, dopey like Jocks. Or, like, I think he's smarter than he likes. He comes off as, like, he's like a salesman. Like, he's like a toga salesman. Or he's selling something all the time.
He's quirky.
Yeah, he's quirky, but he keeps himself alive. So, I like Salmonius. He's a good time, too. There's none of our characters that I dislike, actually, so.
No. I was fine with it.
Yeah. Slay, why don't you enlighten us? Who are you?
Take a guess. If you had to just take a wild fucking guess.
Joxer.
Callisto.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. Fuck you. Callisto.
Joxer.
I got
Joxer.
Callisto.
Yeah.
No,
Which
no
makes sense.
arguments there. We've already talked about how much I'm like Callisto. We already talked about how much I'm like Cersei. None of this is a surprise to anyone.
So what we're saying is these are accurate.
These are accurate.
Bob, how about
There's
you?
one surprise to come, though.
Right.
Oh my god. Okay. I read that wrong. I thought that was your My Hero thing. I was like, who the hell is Bagel? Alright.
Bagel.
So who's your Xena character, Bob?
Effany, who's an Amazon who banged a centaur.
She did bang a centaur.
Did you watch that episode?
Yeah.
Oh, hot. No.
Yes,
Okay.
I did.
No, you did not.
Please.
What season is it in?
It's season 3. It's
Oh,
episode 7 on disc 3.
There's never an episode 7 on disc 3. There's only ever 4 episodes max on a disc.
No.
Yes.
No, there's 3 episodes on each disc.
There's 4
which
in
makes
season 1, which
7
that episode is
going
from.
on. Are you going to argue me on Xena?
Yeah, I am.
All right.
Until the day I die, apparently.
Okay.
Yeah, but I seem to notice a bestiality theme going with your characters here.
I don't mind it. It is what it is.
no.
I wouldn't bang an animal myself, but
It's fictional, so.
I could see it.
Yeah, okay, that's fair. I mean,
Yeah.
Effany is a queen of an Amazon queen, so like she was a really good character.
Yeah.
You also
Imagine pushing out that centaur.
she didn't C-section.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was about to say.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
What about them hooves?
Yeah.
She birthed little Xenon.
You'd have that Dr. Pull coming in with some chains and pulling it out of her vagina.
Oh, this is
I'd like to watch that episode of Xena.
okay. So taking this to a much lighter note, Disney princesses. I got Elsa, which I was a little bit surprised by, but at the same time,
You judgy
Just let
as
it go,
bitch.
man.
yeah, maybe because I'm a judgy bitch. I just want to be in my ice castle and be icy about everything and just glare at you from afar.
I kind of like that, though.
Yep.
So that's okay. I mean, I like Elsa. There's a lot of worse princesses I could have gotten. So
I was going to be really upset if I got Aurora. That was the only one I would have been, like, real
that's
mad
Snow
about.
White though.
I guess. Well,
Like-
Snow White's, what, 12? 14?
She's 14. Yeah.
What is she going to do? She runs around and just goes,
Right.
woo!
But who wants to be that? Nobody.
And
So-
she eats apples given to her by strangers.
Woohoo! I
Taco?
am Rapunzel because of my gorgeous long locks.
Sorry, Slay.
I know. That's one of my 3 main fictional characters.
Actually, I don't understand this one at all.
I mean, she's kind
No,
of like
she's-
free spirited.
Yeah, she's free-spirited. She's a little bit of a ditzy airhead.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
Talks to animals.
Oh, yeah.
So, you know.
Yeah.
I kind of get it.
Okay, I can get it now.
I could see it.
Hit people with frying pans.
Yeah.
Haven't done that yet.
Yeah. But although Slade did not get Rapunzel, you did get probably your second favorite.
A very appropriate
it's your
choice.
favorite Disney movie, isn't it?
Yeah, it's my favorite Disney movie.
So
Which is?
Mulan.
Boom.
I got Mulan.
nice.
I'll take it. I like
Yeah.
that one.
That's a good
And
one.
I can see it.
Yep.
Yeah. I
I'm
mean,
not
you're
questioning
badass,
that.
so.
Yeah.
I mean, a little bit. I'll take it.
Yep. You're
She
like a
was
dude.
the one to
Oh,
fake
yeah.
fake being a dude and go off and kill bitches. That'd be Slay.
Yep. She would definitely be the one.
All right,
All right,
Bob.
we're gonna move on, I guess.
that's
She's
it.
talking to the dogs for some reason now.
That's my job.
Yeah. So mine is Pocahontas.
Do you see the colors of the wind?
I do, and I love listening to the wolf cries to the blue corn moon. So this is spot on for me.
Good.
Yeah,
He likes to run through the
Sorry,
woods, only in a Speedo. So yeah.
I do that
What?
almost on the daily.
Do you think Pocahontas wears a Speedo?
She wears very little clothing. Okay.
It's close enough.
It's close.
It might as well be a Speedo, which how little she wears.
Okay, I mean,
Well,
it's like a dress.
if you
but-
took the guy what the guys wore, they basically wore
Loincloth.
Yeah, that'd be Bob.
Okay. Sure.
All right.
The
Yes.
last fictional character grouping I looked up was from My Hero Academia. Mine's super lame, and I got Tenya Ida, which could be worse, but
I
could
mean,
definitely
I
be better.
can see it just because you're pretty type A.
Yep.
I mean, yeah.
She's
Tenya's
very type
pretty
A.
type A. So, I mean,
She make us walk in lines.
no, but I mean, just you prefer order over
Chaos.
randomly going in there at the CD, like, woo!
I'm not a woo girl. Okay.
No.
All right, Akko, who'd you get from My Hero?
I am here.
Oh, Jesus.
And you're queer.
Oh
Not that there's anything wrong with that.
no. Yep.
Zeus my
I-
favorite show. Are we really arguing
It's
that I think
Pride
that's
Month,
a problem?
guys.
It is. Yay!
Yay,
Pride. Pride. But anyways, I am All Might, which
Nice.
I don't understand at all. But
As your voice squeaks.
You're very.
oh no, I'm now Small Might.
You are
I think,
I was just gonna say.
I think All Might is very direct, and he's very like what you see. Well, besides his giant glaring secret, what you see is what you get.
This giant glaring secret.
Like he wears his personality pretty much on his sleeve.
I guess. I don't know. I see the muscles
like-
and going into battle. I'm like, yeah, that wouldn't be me.
You're really good at a lot of different, like when you try new sports or new video games or new board games, like you're always really good at them. So like All Might's
True.
usually like he's the best hero. You're the
Yeah.
best at a lot of.
You're
things.
always smiling.
Oh
There's
snap! You're
one.
yeah.
There you go.
Yeah, I didn't think about that. I don't know. I just think of him being super strong. And I'm like, yeah, no, I'm not the one to run into battle. But
No,
yeah,
you're Salmonius. You run away in a dress. We've already discussed.
Exactly.
While smiling.
While smiling.
So,
Here's the
Slay,
upset.
this is a pretty big shocker. You're not Bakugo.
I am not Bakugo. I'm really mad I'm not
Ooh.
Bakugo.
So who'd you get?
I got Aizawa,
AKA best dad.
which I feel like I'm fine. Like I like Aizawa, but I just feel like if we're comparing it to like the other 3 characters I named, Aizawa is a total outlier. Like he's very
Yeah.
reserved,
Mhm.
he's very quiet, and he's very calculated. Which I mean, I guess Cersei could be seen as kind of cunning and calculated, but see, I don't know. I
feel like you're more of a hothead. Yeah,
right,
you're
someone
not
in
a
the-
quiet, calculated type.
Somebody in the comments explain it to me better. Like if you could see how Aizawa can tie into the other 3s, go
The
for
only
it.
way-
But I don't see it.
The only way I can see it is the fact of how he treats Deku right away, or basically like doesn't care about him because he's like, your power is self-destructing,
Mm-hmm.
I guess.
and he's basically like, no, you're shit, you're shit, you're shit.
I mean, I could even see you being Deku more than I could see you being Zawa, just in
Yeah.
a sense, so like I feel like you're like a smashy guy. Like
Yeah.
you'd go in there guns a-blazing.
I'm a punchy guy.
Yeah.
Yep.
So that one I don't think is quite heads on. But I don't think, honestly, like as far as the
I
My
don't
Hero
think
ones go, I don't think they're quite accurate at all for any of us.
No.
Like, not 100%.
Mine is definitely not.
Yeah,
because
Bob, who'd you
I
get?
got what Slay wanted. I got Bakugo.
Ooh, there's about to
That
be
is-
a war.
Yeah,
Absolutely
that
not.
is only because Tauruses are supposed to be like stubborn and
Bullfuckers?
hot-headed and
Oh.
bullfuckers. Yes,
And Centaur fuckers.
and Centaur and Minotaur and everything.
Duck?
Yeah.
No.
No,
So-
that Swan is you.
Oh,
Sorry,
Swan.
Chan.
The Swan.
So
Damn it.
yeah, I mean,
I
I
honestly.
see one thing being Bakugo. Everything else, like, I don't get it. Why I got Bakugo. The one thing is that the smallest things will frickin' trigger me into, like, just being hot-headed.
So Slay.
So Slay, one day, I don't know what it was. I was about to go to bed, and I think I denied her a boning session or something. And so I was like, I'm sorry, I'm tired, I'm going to bed, maybe later. And I went to give her a kiss, and she got upset, and she said no, and she pulled away. And, like, I turned around, and I tripped over Baby Boy's little bouncy thing, and I kicked it across the room.
Oh yeah, he kicked that thing all the way across our house. Like
Yeah,
our house.
I mean, it's
is
not big.
very
It's like
but-
it's
Is that
4 feet.
How it broke?
Yeah. Yes, that is how it broke.
So I kicked the living shit out of that thing, and like that's a small thing. Traffic too. I blow up in traffic. So
Malibu
That's-
thieves?
yes, Malibu thieves, everything like that. It's just like minor things that I blow up on, and I feel like Bakugo blows up on a lot of minor things. Like Deku walking is a minor thing.
Deku
And
existing in any
Deku
fashion?
existing, yeah. So that's the only way I see me being Bakugo. Other than that, I don't
I was
see
supposed to
anything
choose you to inherit my power,
Yeah,
but
yeah,
I didn't.
exactly.
No, you were gonna
No.
choose
Yeah.
Todoroki.
No,
No,
wasn't it?
I'm pretty sure you said No, I'm pretty sure it was he was
Kick
saying Todoroki because Todoroki had so much potential. He was in on recommendation. He was Endeavor's kid.
Not a raging psychopath?
Yes, I don't know.
I don't think-
I could have sworn that
He would have never chose Bakugo. Are you kidding me? When would you? Where did you?
I don't
Explain
know.
to me where you thought that was the thing.
Plus, when even
don't
when
know.
All Might confronted Bakugo about something, Bakugo like went off on him.
Yeah.
So like, why would you give it to a piece
Yeah.
of shit
Sure.
like that? Bakugo sucks. You can have Bakugo
Oh, God.
Slay.
Maybe that's why you're
Ah.
Bakugo, just so she can sleep with Bakugo.
I'll take Aizawa. I fucking
He's
love
a
naps.
child. That's weird.
What?
That's fair.
Oh yeah.
It's my son.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Your best dad.
Oh yeah, I'm best dad. He's my son. Okay, what's next?
Okay, so I found a website that gave a bunch of different just like stats for the different signs, so like
is
strengths,
what I'm
weaknesses,
excited
likes,
about.
dislikes. There's some other stuff in there too. I didn't write them all down because they're like pretty lengthy. But I guess to start by saying strengths. So evidently, strengths for Virgo are being loyal, analytical, kind, hardworking, and practical. I mean, that's nice. I don't know. I guess
Okay, what's the first one?
Loyal.
loyal,
Okay, I would agree.
analytical,
Absolutely.
Yep.
Yep.
100%.
kind.
Um.
When
That's
I-
how analytical you are.
Okay, but think about this. Remember, I brought this up in another podcast where you always say you're a judgy bitch, but in the end, you're always like, well, they were a nice person. Like,
Yeah.
you do try to
Yeah.
find. The
I give people
good
the benefit of the doubt.
Yep.
At the end.
Bitch, I married you. What more do you want? But yeah, I think as far as the strengths go, there's nothing there that I'm like, oh, absolutely not. But there's nothing in there that I'm like, oh, that's 100% me. Maybe except for analytical. That one's pretty me. But I mean, hardworking, practical, sure. Those are. I feel like they're just very generic. So I don't. There's not much to say on the
Yeah.
strengths. Aqua, what are your strengths for a Gemini?
They scare me
Okay. Can you
What?
be a little more specific?
on how accurate they are.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. I was talking to Bob about your traits.
Yours
and we were
are,
just
like, really
holy
spot
shit.
on.
Oh.
Yeah, so my strengths are gentle, affectionate, curious, adaptable, ability to learn quickly and exchange ideas.
Which, I mean, there's not one on there that I wouldn't peg
Yeah.
as you.
Except for the learning quickly thing, the only thing I could say about that is your memory is shit, so you might learn it quickly, but you'll forget it just as quickly.
But then I'll just relearn it quickly.
Yeah,
I don't
but
think
he's able to
like
pick
book
stuff up.
stuff, probably not. But
No.
yeah, other stuff like
You
if
pick
you're
up on
playing
stuff really
board
quick,
games,
yeah.
if you're
Oh,
playing
yeah.
sports, anything like that,
Yeah.
you pick up right away.
But
That's
like, yeah, like the
Fucking scary.
gentle and the affectionate. Like, I feel like that's like you're pretty much a teddy bear.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
So that I think that's pretty fitting.
Even the curiosity part, like,
Akko.
Akko, I feel like is extremely curious. Like, you always need to know why. You're constantly asking questions to all of our annoyance.
Yep.
You're like
Yep.
a toddler.
Yep.
Poor cat.
Why?
Yep.
Yep.
But she loves me.
Crickets.
God.
All right, Slay, what are your strengths?
So, I am resourceful. My resourcefulness, brave, passionate, stubborn, and a true friend.
I mean, except for that
Aw.
last one. I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
I mean, which
I would agree with
honestly,
that.
if you think about it, the fact that they say true friend is kind of funny to me because every time I read something, it always talks about Scorpios being like super conniving and backstabby, and they're only out for themselves. So the fact that they threw like true friend in there, I was kind of like,
But maybe that helps make you a true friend because you're like, I think out of all of like,
Yeah.
our group of friends, you're the most upfront with like, yeah, you do look fat in that. Take it off.
I know.
I mean, you're pretty upfront, but I think that makes a good friend. Like you need somebody to like
Yeah.
put you in your place.
Yeah, exactly. You need a friend that will comfort you and agree with you, and you need one to tell you how
And-
it is.
Well, also,
I'm comforted.
another thing I'm kind of curious about is as upfront and straightforward and I guess hot-headed I am, I don't necessarily think of myself as super stubborn.
I mean,
do.
I
Oh,
Yes,
okay.
definitely
Absolutely.
stubborn.
do. Do you remember the screaming match we had over at H's house over like the dumbest thing?
Oh,
And you're like, I'm gonna die on this hill.
well, I guess. But I'm saying, I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think you're like the most stubborn person I've ever met by any means, but I definitely can sense the stubbornness in you.
Wood. I don't think it's. I
Ignore
don't know. I
Akko
guess,
blowing his nose in the back.
I guess
think
fuck
I
me
did
on that one, but I don't know. I think I know I never not hear anybody out. And when I think of stubborn, I think of nope, 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 absolutely not. I'm right, you were wrong, blah blah blah. Where I feel like
But
I at least
that's
hear
still
you
you.
out.
I think you
I'm
hear him
right,
out,
you're
but you
wrong.
still have that like you
Well,
have that
fuck
mentality
me.
where
Okay.
like you're.
Well, screw it. Pretend I didn't say.
I mean,
anything.
I think
Cut that whole
I think
part
I'm
out.
stubborn as well. Like I think we are similar in that way where, you know, you even if you hear people out, you can still think that you're right regardless of what comes out their mouth.
You have almost every counter argument already planned out,
I
basically.
guess.
Mm-hmm.
So
But-
so basically you always win. Even though you let them hear them out, you always have something.
Yep, you already know the result.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Because you have more counter arguments.
You're just being kind
But-
on cats' strengths. Letting them say their piece,
So
and then
what-
you destroy them.
But my first three, I don't know. I guess I could see.
Resourceful.
Resourcefulness.
I mean, I think they're all. I mean, aside from the stubborn one, which we had the debate.
well,
about.
you
Brave.
created your own
and passionate.
and everybody's, pretty much everybody's
I do all the-
cosplays.
Right.
So resourcefulness, right
Well,
there.
I'm also quick thinking. Like I can.
Yeah.
That's one of my strengths. I was a lifeguard for a really long time, so I mean, in that job, you have to be really quick thinking and you have to kind of be resourceful. So I felt like that played to my strengths a lot.
Yeah, absolutely.
brave. You don't care about killing yourself playing sports.
Okay, I was like, oh, that's got dark. I mean, yeah,
Yeah.
you destroyed
Yeah.
your need to play dodgeball with children, so.
That's true.
Yeah.
Passionate. I mean, I think we can all agree about.
Once again, you destroyed your need playing dodgeball with children.
Yeah, exactly. And if you see what happens behind closed doors,
Oh.
she's passionate.
Apparently, you
Oh,
turn her down
snap.
and you get pissed and kick toys.
Yes. Yes.
Yes.
So fun. Bob, what are your strengths?
I am reliable.
Absolutely not.
100% reliable. Wait until the responsible.
Okay.
Then you can chime
absolutely
in. Reliable. Patient. That's wearing thinner and thinner by the day. Practical. Devoted. Responsible.
No.
You missed your cue. And Stadley.
Stable.
Stable.
What?
Stodley?
Stodley? Is that a word?
Staldy.
No, it's
Stable.
Stable.
My handwriting
Oh
is
my
not that
God.
good. I'm sorry.
So I guess with the reliable part would reflect more on the responsible, because you're not responsible and you're very reliable about not being responsible. So I guess
Thank
that
you.
is true.
Yes.
You're very reliable.
You know what I think is actually really interesting about this? So we've made a lot of comments in the past about how Slay and Akko are like the same person, and myself and Bob are like the same person. But going through these lists, especially between Slay and Akko, like you guys are essentially polar opposites.
Yep.
Right. Well, we just have similar hobbies, similar interests, and
Right.
like we can chat very easily because we like the same things.
Mm-hmm.
So we're similar in that regards. Our demeanor and our personality couldn't be further apart.
Yeah.
Yep.
I just find that very amusing.
Agreed.
Like, just based on previous conversations. Anyways, yeah, Bob, I mean, aside from you not being responsible, according to Slay, how do you feel about your strengths? You're thinking they're spot on?
Definitely not spot on. Stable. I'm ready to crack at any moment.
You are not. You are the most melancholy.
That's a word.
I meant to say melancholy.
Oh, gotcha.
Like just
Melon.
just like flat line.
I feel like you're very stoic.
Yeah, you're very one note. So you're very. I'd say you're
monotone.
Very, yeah, monotone. You're very stable.
Perfect for a
I'd say-
podcast.
I
I
would
definitely
agree.
am.
Not
Yeah.
to mention you take your work, you go with the flow, you're very like,
And that's
nothing really
where-
shakes you up and breaks you down because you're like, it's fine.
Well, that's where your reliability comes from. Is like, put you in any situation, you will act the same no matter what, just because that's your personality. So I would agree with that.
Yep.
Not that I'm saying it's a bad thing.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Yeah. I just know if this podcast like goes anywhere, gets like big, my ass is getting fired pretty quick. I guarantee like our listeners are gonna be like, get them the fuck off this. Listen to that
she
voice. Hey.
Yeah, so that's our strengths. Next, surprise, surprise, is going to be our weaknesses. So mine, I think, are pretty accurate, actually. So being shy, I worry too much. And then my favorites,
Yep.
I'm overly critical of myself and others. So I'm a judgy bitch, which
Yeah.
I own,
Well,
so that's
I mean,
fine.
I don't know if you want to talk about this, but you're a pretty anxious person.
Oh, yeah, for sure. I'm always, like, I have anxiety through the roof, so I think I just...
And
I
feel like
internalize
that-
it more so than anything else, but I mean, it's there, so I think this,
Yep.
the worry, that's where that comes. Shyness, I'm not shy in people, like, that I know, but I guess around new people, it takes me a while to open up, mostly because I'm overly critical of them, and I don't trust them as far as I can
that's
throw
why
them.
I think
so.
they feed into themselves. I think you're
Yeah.
shy and you're more reserved, and that's because you're being very analytical, which is one of your traits, and you're judging, and you're being,
Yeah. I mean, I don't think being overly critical... Okay, overly critical of self and others is, yes, a weakness, but at the same time, I think because I'm so analytical as a strength, I think it's kind of like a balancing act.
Right.
And then the last one is I'm all work and no play, which I don't really agree with. I
don't agree with
no
that one.
play. So
We just watched Xena like all night last night.
That's
They
like
had
all- that's
Nug
all
Party,
work.
man.
That is
Nug Party 2019.
Nug
Do you say it's all
Party.
work?
Oh my god.
Yeah.
We like to turn.
I just think
up.
you take your work very seriously, but I don't think
Yeah.
that means you don't play. Like,
Yeah, I
that
mean,
don't
it's not like I
take.
can't have fun. I definitely can, especially
Right.
with Malibu and Nugs and Xena.
That's right.
Oh, man.
All right, Akko, why don't you talk about your weaknesses?
Okay. Nervous, inconsistent, and indecisive.
Absolutely,
Definitely indecisive.
all of them.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, like I said, this whole thing is scary to me because I feel like
Yeah.
somebody just looked into my soul.
Yeah, yours are
Yours are scary, like on point.
really
Yeah.
on point. You're a
So-
true Gemini.
Yep.
So what was the first one?
Nervous.
Nervous.
Yeah.
I don't think you're like frantically nervous.
I'm not frankly nervous, but I do.
But my thing is you love change and you love trying new things, and I feel like.
But I'm
because of
always
that-
nervous.
Right, you're
Mhm.
always starting over. You're
Yeah.
always starting new, and I guess that just brings anxiety with it.
Yeah.
I don't.
Yeah.
Right. I don't think it's necessarily.
And then
That's-
inconsistent
you're-
because I'm always trying new things. It's always changing. whether it's...
You're the opposite of Bob in that regards.
Yeah.
Where we could throw you in a different situation and we don't really know how you react.
You're a
if you're
freaking
Yeah.
wild card.
Like, I think that's why, like, even last week with the relationships, when we're talking about your different groups of friends and how they're all polar opposites, it's because you're like, yeah, I'm friends with everybody. If you have a pulse, let's be bros.
True.
I think you're very inconsistent in that regard. Like,
Yep. And then indecisive.
yes.
Oh, yeah.
I make all the decisions.
I was gonna say, have you ever made a decision as a group? Like where to even eat as a group?
Nope.
Where to like? Oh.
A dog ripped ass.
Oh God.
That was me.
Was it?
No, I'm just kidding.
No, that was definitely one of the dogs.
That's horrible.
Yeah, I mean, you can be decisive about things, kind of. I think you would be decisive if you weren't worried about like disappointing people, because like I feel
That
like
is
when
the
I
thing.
ask you things like, hey, what do you want to do? I think you'd have no problem being like, oh yeah, I 100% just want to play video games and pretend you don't exist. But like, that's not what I want to hear. So you're like, I guess I want to watch Xena. So I think that
I do overly try to please everyone.
yeah, you're a people pleaser.
Oh, gross.
Or is it? All right, slay all day. What's your weaknesses?
I have none.
Bitch, yes you do. Let's
Oh.
go.
Shit. So weakness number 1, I am distrusting
Like of others, not
of others.
Yeah.
I thought
Right,
that said
of others.
disgusting.
Oh, rude.
That's what I
Aw.
thought too, actually.
Aw.
Said.
I'm
Like,
sorry.
My
what?
handwriting is terrible. I'm sorry.
No, distrusting. See, this is why I'm distrusting. Y'all are mean to me. I'm a very jealous person. Bob is shaking his head very violently.
No.
Yes.
I was
he's
just
saying
kidding.
yes.
I don't know. That wedding invite, that never happened.
Yeah. Cunt.
Hasn't let
That
that
was
go.
more like she carries a grudge, though. I don't think it was because she was jealous.
Except I'll
She's
bring.
just, he got to go, not her.
So I don't think you're really that jealous. Maybe in your own head, but I'll just bring up a conversation we had recently about where we were talking about, hey, if we ever had a 3-way, like we said we'd
Oh,
prefer
yeah.
another girl to be there, but she was like, but she can't do anything to you, you can't do anything to her. I'm like, so I just watch you two go at it? And I
Yes.
think that was a little
Okay.
jealousy going
Yeah.
on there. So I was like, I guess no 3-way then. So
No,
It's
you
a
just
two-way.
get to be a watcher.
yeah,
Cuck.
just watch it.
Yep.
Um, secretive, which I feel like I get where the Scorpio stereotype comes into play because it's very like behind the scenes manipulative, kind of backstabby, which is what the horoscope is kind of known for. But I pretty much wear stuff on my sleeve.
Yeah.
Like I really don't have a lot of secrets. Like with me, what you see is what you get. I guess in regards to
Well, I mean, you try to keep your weebness pretty secretive for the longest time, and I
No.
kept trying to break you out. I was like,
Yeah.
who cares?
And she met
Yeah, look at
Akko,
what
and
happened.
we wished we
Yeah.
could put them both back in the box.
I mean,
Yeah.
in certain regards, I can be pretty. So like, this is gonna fuck me over because I know my coworker totally listens. But like, in regards to like my work, I do play a lot of things close to my chest just because I know like if in certain situations you do expose too much information that can be taken advantage of, and I never want to be ever taken advantage of. So I guess I'm very calculated with what information I give out.
I think that just means more you're good. You're good at keeping secrets, but you don't have a lot of them.
Yeah.
Right.
Like, which I think of all the weaknesses listed on your page there, I think secretive is one I would disagree with the most because I think you're pretty right. Like I think you don't really
I feel
hide
like
it.
she's...
You're just like, this is what you get.
Yeah, I'm pretty straightforward.
Like, but you are good at keeping secrets.
Right.
So, I can see where that comes into play. But even still, I'd say that's just normal. It's not like anything like...
Yeah.
It's not like you're good at keeping secrets like super above and beyond.
And last but not
Yeah.
least, for those
Oh,
weaknesses.
that's it.
There's
That's what's
one
not a weakness.
more.
Absolutely
No.
not. That's not a
Yeah.
weakness.
Your knees beg
Violent.
to differ.
Violent is the last weakness. I disagree.
Fully agree.
Fully agree. You injure yourself way too much.
I've injured others way too much.
Oh,
That
that's,
too.
That's where we're going with this? She beats me. If anyone's listening.
I've broken other people's bones. I've like ended people's careers in soccer. I have been known as being the most.
Your dog is so fucking weird right now.
He's itchy. He has allergies really bad, so he's itching.
Definitely your dog.
If you've ever seen those videos on YouTube where that girl walks around and yanks people's ponytails, that's Slay.
All day.
Jeez.
Okay,
I'm just kidding.
one of my favorite soccer stories was I was in college, and for a quarter kick I was always posted at the pole. Well, that position is also where the defense is supposed to be posted. So no matter what quarter kick, no matter what you're running, there always is a defender at the pole. Well, when we're offense, I'm supposed to be at the pole. So it's me and this girl having a grudge match, right? Well, she was in front of me, and for some reason I decided I'm going to fuck with her. So I just pinched the back of her arms and would twist them until they, like, bruised.
What's wrong with you?
Oh my god.
So she would move. And she got really mad. And of course, because I'm not doing it, I'm not like kicking her or hitting her, I'm not getting called by the ref because they can't see what I'm doing. So she's like flailing and like obviously in a lot of pain because if you've ever been pinched behind your arms, it fucking hurts more than anything. And
Yeah,
I never got
pinch it.
called.
No.
Pinch it, Akko.
Oh, okay.
And so that's, I guess, sums up my...
Why am I the Gemini getting beat up? God.
Oh, we will get to
During
that.
this podcast, I
Just
will
kidding.
pinch the back of your arm.
Oh no.
That will happen.
All right, Bob, you want to talk about your weaknesses?
Yeah. I don't think these are accurate. I mean, I do have some stubbornness.
That's so funny because
But-
that was my strength. Like it said, I was stubborn as a strength, but it's stubborn as a weakness for you.
Because
Yeah.
I think, like, you're stubborn in a good way, where, like, we were, like, saying is you let people say their piece, but you still think you're right in the end, where maybe they're saying Bob won't even hear people out, and he's like, nope,
Yeah.
fuck you, stubborn.
Shut the fuck up. No, so it has stubborn, possessive, and uncompromising, which I don't see
Yeah, I don't...
those.
I guess
that
I don't
much.
see
Slay would know better than the rest of us, I
No.
guess, as far as the compromising goes.
Not really. You're actually pretty compromising. Like,
Yeah.
You're pretty middle of the road.
I don't know what I'd be possessive in.
I mean, you're
Either.
pretty possessive of me.
Lollies.
True.
You get so upset with sometimes of the things I wear.
That's true. I mean, but she'll come out, and you're tall anyway, so it's hard to find
I'm
long
5'9".
clothes on you. But you wear like these short, flowy skirts with a thong underneath, and it is
I see no
25 mile per hour winds outside. I'm like, are you trying to show the world your ass,
Yes.
or what are you doing?
Yes.
And so that's
Modesty
why,
is not one of her
Yeah.
weaknesses.
Absolutely. I leave it all out on display. You should... The wedding I went to yesterday,
Yeah.
woo! I wore a slutty dress.
But
It's
you
okay.
look damn good in it.
I did
so
look damn good.
Good on you.
True. And I will not say what happened later that night
We ate
on
40
the
nugs.
podcast.
Yeah, you
We
ate
ate
40
40
nugs and drank an entire bottle of Malibu. Well, how much did you drink of that Malibu?
Like half the bottle.
Oh,
Yeah.
well, okay.
It
But
wasn't
it's a
that bad.
175, so it was like the big bottle. But still,
That's okay.
I mean, that's over the course of, like, I got here, 3 o'clock in the afternoon? I didn't leave till, like, midnight.
True.
Yeah,
No, that's fine.
true. True,
So
true.
what are your likes?
So, okay, this is where I feel like it's not accurate for me.
Mine either.
So, my likes are animals. Fine. Okay.
Cats.
Healthy
Yeah.
food. Okay. I just said I ate 40 nuggets yesterday. No, I do not. I mean,
And
I'll-
fries.
yeah, and
Favorite
3 large
food
fries.
is cheese.
Yeah, like I
Yeah.
don't. I mean,
Yeah.
it's not like I dislike all healthy food. Like I'll eat fruit and veggies, but like if I have a choice between a burrito and a fucking salad, is that even a choice?
Yeah.
So that's not accurate. Books,
True.
I don't fucking read, people. I don't read books. I read Xena fan fiction. If it doesn't have Xena in it, I don't read it. Nature, I guess. I mean, I like being outside sometimes.
I feel like those are so strange, though. Like,
Yeah, it's a
nature.
weird combination. And then the last one is cleanliness, which I think is actually pretty
Well,
accurate. Like I'm
yeah.
always picking up after Akko. So I think out of all of them, animals and cleanliness, I guess, are fine.
Scares me.
I mean, I love my cat, so I guess that's okay. But those are pretty lame. So
Yeah.
moving on. Akko likes.
Oh, no. Hold on.
What'd you do?
We're good.
Okay, we're good.
Stupid computer updates.
What are your likes, Akko?
Likes are music, books, magazines, chats with anyone, short trip around town.
I find yours
Long
as
walks
like
on the beach.
your first
No.
few sequences. I just kind of clump as media,
Yeah.
which
Yeah.
I agree. You
Yeah.
like
Mhm.
entertainment in all of its forms.
I agree with
Like
this.
you like reading manga,
Except
you
Xena.
like music, you like TV. You
Oh,
like,
he loves Xena.
Sure.
I think so. That I understand
Sure.
because you're a big fan of media in general.
Yep.
Just fucking arms. No.
What's the next?
Chats with anyone.
Yeah, that is
Oh,
100%
that is
accurate. You
100%
can never get this.
true.
You can never get this boy to leave first from anywhere. Like
I
he
mean-
will talk till the cows come home.
Yeah. I mean, just
Yeah.
He'll
thinking
talk
about
to the cows.
He
once
will.
They come
Yeah.
home.
He talks to my cat more than he talks to me. Like you
That's
laugh,
true.
that's like
Yeah,
a
we
sad
go to
truth.
Best Buy, we go to GameStop. I'm there for like an hour.
For real. I do not ever want to go to those stores with him. I'm like, no, because you're gonna find an associate and you're gonna talk to them about every video game that's ever come out into the world. And it is not.
Yeah.
It is not okay.
Yeah, I could see that.
The only one that's weird is short trips around town.
That's false. I can never get you to go to the fucking grocery store to save my life. So that one's just wrong. But
yeah,
Pokemon.
unless, yeah, I was gonna say unless you're playing Pokemon, you're not
Yeah.
really about going out and doing stuff.
true.
But yeah, Slay, how are your likes? What do you like?
Odd things. I don't know. I feel like this is weird.
It is weird.
What?
Okay, truth. Which I mean, who doesn't like the truth? Like, who wants to live in ignorance? So I feel like that could be one of
I
those things
do.
that you just like you threw in there, along with facts. Because I
You can't trust the truth, so you need the facts.
Well, you're very
Right.
distrusting. I think that's where that comes
well,
from.
right. I get that. Being right.
I thought that said burnt toast.
Oh God.
Just kidding.
Now this one I agree with. Longtime friends.
Ew.
Because
True.
all of my friends that are in the consistent friend group, but I mean that counts for everybody. We've been friends since
Ever.
like elementary school, middle school at the very latest. So
weird.
a very long time. So I would agree with that. Teasing.
In what sense?
Okay, actually, I do really appreciate that. I like.
Let's go back to
somebody-
her dress.
I like ribbing. Like I like gentle ribbing on people. Like I know that sounded really sexual.
Oh, wow.
That sounded really sexual, but honestly, I like the sarcasm. I like belittling myself. Like I find that really funny. Like today when we were playing volleyball, I kept saying how shitty I was, and everyone's like, "No, you're great." I'm like,
That's not
Oh, no,
belittling.
no.
That's hustling.
That's hustling.
"No," but I
Oh
missed
god,
every
I'm so
serve.
bad. Should we put $50 on this next game?
No.
I'm so terrible.
Like that's
Yeah.
I don't know.
I mean, we give each other shit all the time, so I know.
Right, and that's what
Yeah.
I really enjoy that. I love when people can like shit on me and shit on each other, and I really love shit. That's one of my fetishes.
She
Wow.
was, she was one of the girls with the cup.
Stop.
Yeah.
Stop, both of you. I cannot say a single thing without, oh, that's what she said.
I can't
So,
say anything without fireworks. So
teasing and grand passion, which,
Oh,
I mean,
Right.
Yeah.
I guess I don't, that's
You
a
don't,
like.
you don't dislike passion, so
oh yeah.
yeah. I
Like,
mean,
I like doing grand displays of, like, whether that's, I love, like, over the top, like, giving over the top gifts and, like,
She does.
doing stuff
Mhm.
like that. So, I mean, I guess I enjoy that, but not necessarily, although my birthday is my favorite holiday, so you should
And
honor
I
me.
fuck it up every year.
He does. Fucked up Mother's Day really bad, too.
I did good on that soccer day.
You did that.
That's
I'll,
fine.
I'll never forget when we I think we were shopping for H's like something bridal shower, wedding, something. We were like looking for a bachelorette party maybe. We were looking for gifts, and when we were looking at cards, you were so picky because the fucking envelope had to match the fucking wrapping paper.
Oh,
you wouldn't
yeah.
fucking buy it, and I was like, this is so too much for me. Pick a
Yeah.
fucking card.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember that.
All right, Bob. What do you like?
Fucking love gardening.
I cannot.
Okay, your likes are bizarre as
I know,
hell.
I know.
They're so random. Gardening. I've never seen you.
What?
Gardening.
With
I
a-
haven't mowed the lawn yet.
No.
And
I was
we're,
about to
like,
bring that up.
3
I'm like,
months in.
So is the city getting mad at you guys? Cause like
Probably. Our
the
neighbors
are
probably
like,
are.
no prim and proper yard. You guys just got like a.
I'll probably
freaking-
have to get
forest
out
He's
there.
gonna do that
backyard.
tomorrow.
Yeah, I guess I'm doing that tomorrow. Yes.
You have to
I
do
will-
it before we leave for Texas.
I will do that tomorrow. I'm gonna walk in a lot of dog shit, but I'll get it done.
Get your Crocs. This whole
And then after that's all done, I will come in and do my second cooking.
Absolutely not. I cook everything in this house.
Yes,
I
I,
feel
hate
like
it.
you're.
And I hate cooking. I hate
feel
cooking.
like you were born
Like-
like a day too early. Like you're supposed to be
Yeah.
a Gemini.
I am supposed to be a Gemini. I really feel like it.
Yep.
This
Um,
is not.
No, this is not me. Yeah, do you know how many times I'm so freaking hungry? I'm so hungry. I go up there, I was like, I gotta make me some food. Toast. I eat so much toast. It is ridiculous.
You eat toast and you eat any snack, like the entire bag of snacks I have. So like if we get a thing of chips, he'll just eat the chips because it's the easiest thing to do.
Yeah, it is.
That's efficient.
True.
Yes.
It's a good use of time.
So what else?
Yeah.
Music?
Like music.
Okay, but I feel like that
that's
one's dumb
true.
because who doesn't fucking love music?
Yeah.
And some, like, everyone likes some
True.
form of music.
Right.
Yeah.
So I feel like that's just dumb.
Except for that
Yeah.
one Billy Ray Cyrus song.
True.
Old Town Road.
Ugh.
Oh, till I can't no more.
I can't wait till you get to that one.
Disgusting.
What one?
Maybe laugh out
So
loud.
it's the next one.
Yes. I know. God. So, romance.
Absolutely
is
not.
the
You are
next
the
one.
least romantic person I
am
have ever.
The most romantic.
Absolutely not.
I was about to ask. I was like, well, Slay,
No,
what?
out of every
What's
guy
the
I've
truth?
dated or had a thing with, you have been the least romantic of
But
all of
you
them.
seem to be into that. You kept this one around.
Yep.
Right.
Fucking backwards. Oh my
All right.
god.
All right.
Yeah.
So if you hear a lot of laughing,
The next one
we keep.
is the best.
You guys.
Oh
wait, what's
yeah.
that?
This one.
What is it?
All right.
What is it?
All right. It is high quality clothes.
As he's sitting here in like
Yes.
a t-shirt and fucking shorts.
I'm usually in like a shitty t-shirt
You
and
did
like
work
basketball
at
shorts.
Polo Ralph Lauren though.
I did.
So
I
did we
used to.
all.
Yeah, I worked at Ralph Lauren, as did Cat and Slay, and I feel like when I worked there, I had to wear their clothes, of course. And when I wore them, I was like, "This is weird." Like I didn't like it. Like I would buy clothes and try. Like I was trying to dress nice and try be that kind of person. But I just felt like out of place the entire time, and I hated it. I
So
don't want to wear
not-
polos. I don't want to wear button-ups.
High quality clothing.
No, I don't like that. I don't like any of that. I mean, if you consider like Nike and Under Armour high
I
quality,
mean, it's still it's high quality
Yes.
athletic wear.
yeah, like that's
That's
what
fair.
I like. I'll wear those, but like I like to live in shorts and t-shirts.
True.
That's my thing. So
Alright.
yeah.
You got one more like on there.
Got one more.
What is it? Oh, wait, seriously?
Working with my hands. If you know what I'm saying.
I mean, you're not a handyman, even a little bit, so the only thing I can think of for that is masturbation. That's the only thing
That
you do
is
with your
it.
hands.
That is it.
I say counts.
I
Still counts.
my
Still
working with my
counts.
masturbation,
You suck at cars,
grabbing
you
boobies,
suck at home
and
improvement.
smacking aces. Those are the only work I do with my hands. Otherwise, yeah, I can't build shit. I can't. What else do you do with your hands? Exactly. Point made.
You don't garden with your hands.
I don't garden.
You don't
I-
cook.
No. I tried to hang a shelf and put a huge hole
Oh
in
yeah,
the
he
wall.
put no. It's in the
Oh,
bedroom.
God.
There's a
Yes.
giant hole from him
Oh.
trying to
Yep.
drill a hole in her drywall.
God.
It did not go well.
LOL.
So yeah, these are horrible, except the like music and
This
kind
is
of
a
working with my
throwaway.
hands are the only two.
Right. Yours are bizarre.
All right, so I'm moving on to dislikes. These I think were better for me than my likes. I don't know that there's still like the. I mean, the first one being rudeness. Yeah, I don't like fucking rude people, but who does?
Well, that's
Yeah,
what I say. Like some
exactly.
of these are like, okay, well, don't we all?
I mean, I think I'm always one of the first people. Like, if you say something rude to me, I call you and I'm like, well, that's fucking rude. But I don't think anyone enjoys.
That was our entire text thread with H&S.
Yeah.
Was you calling him rude as hell?
Yeah. So I mean, but who doesn't? Like, who does like rude people? So that's kind of dumb. Asking for help. Yeah, I guess that's pretty accurate. I do like to do things on my own.
Yep.
And then taking center stage, I guess, is also true. I guess I don't make myself
I
the
don't
center of
see
attention.
you ever
so,
being the center of attention.
so that's. I guess those are pretty accurate. I was fine with those. They didn't. Wasn't anything too crazy. So, Akko, why don't you go ahead?
Mine's being alone, being confined, and repetition and routine.
With the repetition and routine is absolutely because
It's 100% accurate.
you-
I hate being stuck in.
No,
one
you
thing.
love learning new things. You love new experiences. You love you love spontaneity. That is totally a thing. And you're such an extrovert that I feel like the other two kind of morph into that.
Yeah. Well, I feel like the being alone fits with my weakness of inconsistent. Basically, I like it because as Kat would say, like, I don't like to go anywhere.
Right.
Like, I do like to stay and be alone. But at the same time, when I'm alone, I'm online playing online games with friends.
Yeah, you're not actually alone.
I'm not actually alone.
Yeah.
Because when I do play games where it's just me, I get bored after like an hour.
Right,
I
like
can
a
only do,
good
like, short
idea,
spurts.
like to sit in front of a fire and read a good book, or
No.
just to sit in front of the fire and close your eyes and just daydream does not. I could never see you doing
No.
that ever.
I could maybe do it for like 15, 20 minutes and that'd be
Like
about
that's
it.
enough.
That's
Yeah.
what she said.
Stop.
Can't stop, won't stop.
Nope. This is the rest of the podcast. Alright. Slay?
So my dislikes are also kind of silly because I feel like, of course, everybody dislikes. So like dishonesty. Again, who doesn't like? Who wants to be lied to? So I feel like that's kind of. I mean, I get it in the sense of Scorpio, you know, honesty and truth and blah blah blah. But I feel like that's everybody. Revealing secrets. Again, I don't think I'm very secretive. What you see is what you get out of me. So.
Well, and you also don't actually ever really reveal secrets.
And
so...
and I really don't. So I guess that is a dislike. Like
Yeah.
I don't like it when other people. Oh, I guess that does bother me when other people are really quick to like give away shit. Because it kind of makes me think like
me.
well, if I like, can I really trust you then? I guess. But the last one is abso-fucking-lutely, and that is passive people. I cannot stand somebody that doesn't have an opinion, or that doesn't like. Even if it's not my opinion or you don't agree with me, that's fine. But you need to have a fucking opinion. It does drive me absolutely insane. Bob knows this very, very well.
Really?
Because I'm the passive person.
No, and I don't mean passive as just
And she
like
hates
somebody. Like if something's bothering you, you need to like. I feel like I get edgy and like twitchy when you come home and you're like, oh, this happened. I was like, well, did you talk to him about that? Like, did you bring it up? Because that sounds like bullshit. And you're like, no. I'm like, why? Doesn't make any fucking sense. So I guess passive people. That one makes a lot of sense. I identified with that one full-heartedly.
Bob?
Yep. Alright, so my dislikes are...
You have a lot.
Yeah. Well, yeah. There's only a few, but there's multiple words for some of them. Like sudden change, I have, and
You're pretty good at change.
That's a yes or no, I guess.
I feel like your horoscope is just like completely wrong.
In some
almost.
regards.
For a
Well,
lot
or I
of
should
it,
say,
yeah.
out of the four of us, yours is
the least.
Yeah,
likely.
Yeah.
Right?
It's either that or it's like I am like the complete opposite of what a Taurus should be.
Yeah.
Like, so I don't know, because
Sudden change.
I'm definitely not what a Taurus is. But which is funny too. I'll go through the rest of them, but it's funny too because like Slay used to read me horoscopes, and I have a coworker who will like read them, and like she'll read me what mine are, and they're weirdly accurate for those things, like not what we're going through, like what we're talking about, but just this is happening, this is going to be happening in your life, and like that kind of stuff is happening at the moment. I mean, it might be vague, I don't know, I can't remember what they are, but it's usually pretty close when I hear it, so that's weird. But all this stuff is like,
We'll keep going.
off and on. All right, complications.
I mean, I feel like that's anybody. Why
Yeah.
would anybody
Yeah.
want complicated
Yeah, these ones are
shit?
pretty general, I think.
Yeah,
right?
these are very general. So we'll just go on. Insecurity of any kind.
That's,
Yeah.
again, that's so strange. Okay.
Yeah.
But the last one, LOL.
Oh my gosh, the last one.
What
And
is
I
it?
can't fucking stand synthetic fabrics.
What?
Because I like
Why
high
is that a
quality
thing?
clothes.
Why
I
is
can't
that such
handle
a
it.
strong dislike
Like-
that they put that
Oh
on
my
there?
God.
I feel like they're all so general, except for that. Like that's
It's
weirdly
just
specific.
random. Yeah,
Well,
very
same with the
specific.
likes.
Synthetic
High quality
fabrics.
clothes, like
Right, like
why
it's
is
so
that?
specific.
I
Yeah.
guess
That's
Taurus.
super weird.
Oh my
Fuck
God.
me,
Yeah.
I guess. Whatever.
Like I literally could not care any less about synthetic fibers. I have zero opinion on synthetic fibers.
You're so passive.
Triggered.
Okay.
Fuck you!
So that was all for like the traits section that I wrote. I mean, there were some other
I
ones
like-
that,
I'm excited for this next part.
but the next one we did were.
They're fun.
Are you talking about the foods? Because that's what we're.
Oh
on.
no, I
Yeah.
fucking hate the foods. I'm not even gonna say
I
mine because
love
they're
the
fucking
foods.
dumb as hell.
I think we're
This
just
is
gonna
like the perfect meal for me.
Okay,
I feel
I
like.
think
Okay.
we'll
I'm
speed
2 out of
through the
3.
foods for the most part because it's really not that fascinating. So the 3 categories are comfort foods, desserts, and then just favorite foods of people. So to start,
You're fucking dumb.
as a comfort food, I am lasagna. As a dessert, I'm a cookie. And for faves, I am cheese. And that's
Woo!
all that matters because that's my favorite food. All right, Akko.
So I'm 2 out of 3. My comfort is spicy instant ramen.
Nice.
Ooh.
Yes.
All right.
Dessert is a fruit tart. I don't know what the.
Because you're salmonious and you wear dresses.
Oh. Okay.
Oh
I
my
did wear a dress before, so I can't. I
You
can't
didn't
say.
need to fess up to it. But okay, what's your last one?
Oh.
And then my fave is ramen. Ooh.
I think it's funny that you're ramen twice.
yeah.
That's so
Yeah.
accurate.
I know.
That's hilarious.
Honestly, I would have chose pizza over it.
You can't
but-
have mine.
That's okay.
What?
I'm pizza.
Oh.
Mine are literally the dumbest fucking thing.
What?
So my comfort food is
I
French
love this.
dip.
French dip
What
is
the hell?
so good.
I've never even eaten a
Yes.
French dip. Like, go fuck
Really?
yourself.
You're
No.
lost.
Fucking
You've never
French
had
dip.
like it's basically
Ter-
almost the same as
I don't fucking care. It's
Uh,
stupid. It's called a French dip. Like,
Dude, it's
not
roast
tater
beef,
tot.
and it's Swiss cheese on a bun, and you dip in au jus. And
I
it's
don't care.
fucking
It's called au
delicious.
jus. I hate
Anything you
okay.
need to
It's
put in
French.
au jus
I
is not good.
hate. I hate
delicious.
anything
Au jus.
that is like weird.
Aus.
I hate when adults say weird
Au.
terms.
Jus.
Like au jus, like the fact that I have to say au jus
Au
makes me
jus.
really uncomfortable because I'm like I'm an
Could I
adult.
get some
I, do
au
not
jus
need to
with
say
that?
silly words like this.
Really that? Okay. Right.
Uh,
Wow, so if you're
tiramisu.
French, I'm terribly sorry that she's bashing
Whatever.
your culture
Yeah, fuck
right
the
now.
French. Tiramisu
Like,
is
I
the
went
next
to
one.
Have you even had tiramisu?
No, which I'm like.
I think I have like once. I mean, it's fine.
And then my fave is a fucking
A
bagel.
That is true. You eat bagels all the time.
yeah,
all
I
the
eat,
time.
I eat bagel thins because they're
Yeah,
less
those are
calorie and they're
Ugh.
and they're less. They have less carbs. But like overall, it's not my favorite fucking food. I don't love like I'm not raving about goddamn bagels,
Oh my god, you gotta try this bagel, guys.
right?
All right. So, Bob, what are your foods? I think you have the best mix. Of
I do, and I love them because my comfort food is mashed potatoes. Oh
Yes.
my god, that is so accurate. I'll take it with gravy. I'll take it with just butter or salt. I'll just take it on my ween. I'll take it on my booty. I will bathe in it. All right, we gotta go. I'm getting the music in the background. Dessert brownies. Yum. Faves, pizza.
There you go.
Yeah.
I like it.
So the next section of things that we looked at, are all just like really random memes I found on the internet. So like each one is individual. This was not a collection of things I found together. So first one being mythical creatures. I'm highly offended because I'm a fucking ogre. So get the fuck out my swamp. That's all I gotta say. Akko.
I'm a zombie. Rawr.
I'm a demon.
They don't do that.
Accurate. Fucking accurate.
That is very
That is
accurate.
accurate.
And I'm a centaur.
Amazing.
Centaur
Yes.
fucker.
All right. So the next one was funny. It's maybe she's born with it, maybe it's blank. And my blank was glare, which is
Yes,
100% accurate.
absolutely.
Yep.
His touch.
I
Five
don't
out of
know.
I don't understand why it has to say his.
Well, I put that in there because you're his.
Oh,
you're
okay.
him.
I thought it was like literally like his touch. I'm like, what if you're a girl?
No,
Like,
I
oh, yours is
changed
her
it.
touch.
It is her technically for all
Yeah.
of them. I changed it.
Oh, okay.
Slay.
Dat ass.
Yeah. I would agree. I think also accurate.
Including his smile is what I got. I got
Aw.
a fucking lovely smile.
You have a cricket smile.
I feel like
Listen
you
to the-
only
listen
mostly
to the
smile when
interview.
you're making dirty jokes, though.
Huh?
You only smile when you're making dirty jokes, though.
Yeah.
True.
And I look gorgeous when doing it.
That's what she said.
Hey.
Okay, the next one is how hardcore is your sign? And mine was just meh.
I mean,
it.
yeah.
Mine likes to think they are hardcore.
Yes.
Yes.
I am the most hardcore.
Shock.
Yes.
What a shock. I am
100%.
not very.
Way to go, Bob.
Hey, at least
Accurate.
yours
Is
is.
that more hardcore than meh?
I'm getting more accurate the further down we get.
But at least yours is like is truthful. Mine is just a complete lie to itself.
But like,
Yeah.
is meh more hardcore than not very? That's what I want to know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, I would.
Yep.
Okay.
Damn.
This next one I thought was funny because you're gonna see a theme. So it's what are we most often doing? And mine is beating up Gemini. I think the
I
rest
think
of
I
us,
should go last.
you should go
Yeah, you
last.
should go
I
last.
am also beating up Gemini.
And
Me
Bob?
too. Beating up Gemini. Akko.
Akko.
Oh, Dad.
Akko, what are you most often doing?
This was actually inaccurate for me. Because I am most often working with my hands, but this is totally fine.
But second place.
I am most often bleeding and crying violently.
Oh.
I don't know where this meme
I
came
don't know.
from.
Yeah,
Apparently
I don't
somebody
know
does
why.
not like Gemini,
Someone does
and
not
I just
like
thought it was
Gemini.
funny because Akko's Gemini.
Yep.
But you are a pretty easy target, so
I am.
it's somewhat accurate in that sense. All right, the next one is what lie do we most common say or most often tell? I don't really understand. It's just lies that we tell, I guess.
Yeah,
and
we're
mine
going
is
backwards at this point now. With accuracy, I'll tell you that.
mine is. Oh wow, that's so interesting. But then sidebar, I already have an article from Wikipedia from a year ago and know more about it than you.
I don't know. I feel like this is
I
all very
agree.
accurate.
That is 100%
Yeah.
That
me.
is a
Yes.
total lie. You would say,
Yeah.
oh, yeah, so interesting.
Because I'm just being kind.
Unless it's
Right.
about Xena, they'd be like, bitch.
Oh, then you're destroyed.
Yeah.
Yep.
No, our Xena podcast, I was very nice.
You were
She
very
was.
nice. Because you were not nice to me at H's house.
No, I was not. I was let off my leash. All right, Akko, what lie do you tell?
My lie that I tell is, don't worry, I won't tell anyone.
You do not keep secrets
You
well.
don't.
I'm bad at secrets.
Mm-hmm. Slay all day.
Yeah.
I don't give a fuck.
That is 100% true.
Apparently I give lots of fucks.
I think you do, though. I think.
I
I guess
do.
it depends on the topic, but
You don't think I give a fuck? Well, so then
No.
that's inaccurate.
What?
This is a lie. The lie I'm telling you is
yeah,
I don't give a
yeah.
fuck.
Okay, never mind.
yeah,
Yeah.
I would
No,
say that's
yeah.
I mean, I say that a lot, but I guess, yeah, I probably do care a little bit more than I let on.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I would agree
Sure.
with that. Bob, what lie do you tell?
Mine is not accurate, and
Yes,
it's
it
I
is.
have lie told.
Yes, that's
I'm
what
reading
I'm
this
saying.
fucking back.
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
I know. That's why I'm
I'm
like,
an
babe,
idiot.
you're okay.
What is it?
I have no room for dessert. I
Oh,
always have
yes,
room.
yes.
Accurate. Okay.
That is an accurate lie.
So our next one is blank as hell. So we are blank as hell. I am smart as hell.
Agreed.
Agreed.
I think all of these are actually pretty accurate.
Yep. I am talkative as hell.
Yes,
Yes.
you are.
Slay.
I'm strong as hell.
Also agree. Also agree.
I am reliable as hell.
What?
Reliable.
Reliable as hell.
Reliable?
Yes.
Reliable.
Wow.
Joke. Reliable as hell.
Isn't that one of your strengths, though?
Yes, it is.
So
Yeah.
it makes sense.
Yeah.
I mean, you,
Sure.
Kat was probably the smartest in our friend group by far the smartest in our friend group.
Yeah.
And you also, I felt like, did the best in school overall. So yes, you
I think a
are
lot of that was
smart.
mostly just because like I was really anal about getting shit done. Like,
Gross.
Well, I mean, you got smart. Like you're smart.
yeah, I mean I'm not dumb.
No,
I think
you're
it's
not
fine.
dumb.
Yeah.
Akko, yeah, you talk
A
to
lot.
everybody and anything that will listen. So
Yep.
Even lamps.
yes, even lamps.
And Slay, obviously you're probably stronger than anybody sitting in this room.
I mean,
so.
I
Yep.
gym frequently and was a competitive power lifter. So yeah,
I mean Bob and I eat 40 nuggets, so we clearly don't do that.
I would be bleeding and crying violently.
yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. All right. So our next thing is, what is a special thing about us?
Oh, that's right. I didn't read this one.
So a special thing
Oh,
about me
yeah.
is apparently I'm fun to be around and I'm super creative.
You're creative.
Watch what you say, Mark.
I enjoy your presence. I enjoy your company.
I'm creative and I'm not like I can't like draw or paint or anything like that, but like I'm creative in other
you
ways.
make your
Yeah.
scrapbook cards.
Yeah, I scrapbook. I bake
True.
at Christmas time and
True.
only at Christmas time, but I fucking do it.
True. Well, yeah.
Akko,
Okay, I'll agree.
what's special about you?
My My special thing, very passionate about dorky things.
Yes,
Yes,
absolutely.
That's
yes.
the truest thing that's ever been said.
Weeb.
Weeb.
It's hella weird. Slay all day. What's special about you?
I always bounce back, and I'm pretty quick too.
Yep.
I would agree with that because, like, I'm pretty flexible. Like, it's really hard to throw me off.
God damn it, I gotta...
All right.
Jesus Christ.
Damn, you think of that now.
It's very...
Oh,
Shut up, Jamie
it's very
Lannister.
hard to, like, really shake me. I'm pretty good at, like, taking, like, rolling with the punches, and that includes, like, everyone was talking about all my injuries, and, like, yeah, I played through broken bones and stuff like that, so I guess...
You walked yourself to a car after you destroyed your knee.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I guess I bounce back physically, but I also feel like in general...
Maybe that's where your stubbornness comes in. Like, you're too stubborn to, like, be injured, so you're like, no, fuck me, I'm walking to my car anyways.
Yep.
So, no, okay, actually, quick little side story with this. So, I was listening to an interview Ronda Rousey had with somebody, and they talked about her pain, and, like, how she's able to tolerate pain, and she says, like, in her mind, she recognizes pain, goes, yep, that hurts, and then files it away, like, puts that out of her head because it's not relevant anymore because what are you gonna do about it? And that is 100% how I perceive pain. Like, I'm like, yep, that hurts, don't care anymore, and then I just file it away and then I'm okay.
That makes zero sense. But okay.
I overcare.
So
Yep.
Yeah.
so I think that's why I'm good with injuries.
Makes sense.
Yeah. I would agree. Bob, what's special about you?
When I care about something, I care 110%.
And that's when you care about something.
Yeah,
it's very hard for you
But
to
it's
actually
very
care
rare
about
that
something.
I care about anything.
right.
I don't know.
See,
Kalisto's
that-
your screensaver now, so.
That would make sense,
That
though.
is
When
true.
it's very rare for him to care, but when he does, it's 110%.
He is
Funny.
a very overprotective dad, though.
Yes.
Oh,
I would hope you care about
And-
Yes, yeah.
Well, that's what
Baby.
I'm saying.
Yeah.
Like, he cares very...
Funny thing about my background on my phone, too. So I was at my cousin's grad party today, and we're all sitting in the grass with baby and watching him play, and my cousin was like, oh, what time is it? And she's like, is this your phone? I was like, yep. And she clicks it. I was like, there's a Xena character on there. And then she looked at it, and she was like, what the hell? It just showed everyone. I was like, I don't care.
Funny enough,
I'm
it was
not ashamed
Kalisto
of
who is
Kalisto.
Slay, so.
Yeah.
Yeah, it works.
I married Kalisto.
Yeah.
You
Makes
did.
makes a
Yeah.
lot of sense.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
At least this one has sex.
Yeah.
Kalisto did have sex, just only in Xena's body.
Yeah. Could you do that? I'm just kidding. I love sex with you too.
Oh. Okay.
No, just once. Just once. Backpedal.
Okay.
I care about you.
110%.
110%.
Okay. We'll move on so we can hopefully avoid murder. The next one is
Violent.
when you're nervous. What do you like? What do you like when you're nervous? When I'm nervous, I apparently stay calm, but I think about it on the inside. And I would actually say that's pretty true because
Yeah.
usually when in situations where it has been like, I don't know, like in situations where I've like fallen through ice or I have broken bones, a lot of times I have been with our friend S, who I feel like I'm usually just trying to comfort. So even though I'm like panicking because like my arm is split in half, I'm like, no, I'm fine. Please don't cry still and scream. Like you're fine. So I think it's pretty accurate.
Yeah.
Ako Taco, what do you do when you're nervous?
Has to voice out all their feelings.
I mean, I think you can. I don't think you voiced all your feelings. I think it's more like, oh, I don't want to do this presentation type of thing.
Yeah.
But I don't think.
But I could see that because, yeah, like before presentation, I'll talk about not wanting to do it when I'm nervous.
You're talkative.
Or, yeah.
Talk.
Yeah, talkative. Like, basically, I just talk a lot when I'm nervous. Like, you should see me when I'm at my job and I have to talk to people that I don't know or I'm in an awkward situation and I'm nervous about. I just keep talking and they go, what the fuck are you talking about?
Yeah. I think that's fine. Slay?
So when I'm nervous, I want to stay calm, but I just can't, and I'm a total wreck.
So I told Slay when I found this, I instantly thought of her driving on a freeway because Slay does not like driving in like the cities or like big traffic freeways. And
I drive in general.
Yeah, but I mean you're pretty calm in like suburban areas, but
Right.
once we got to the freeway, I remember a few times where you were pretty panicky, so
Well,
made me LOL.
I really don't get that nervous really ever unless it's like, yeah, something I don't know. I never.
I mean, your baby was playing on a jungle gym today, and he started thinking about measles, and instantly took him off and took him away. So.
Oh, right.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh wow.
She
I
yells
had
at
him
me
play
every
in the
time I
jungle.
bring him
I
to.
don't like that because he doesn't have all the shots yet.
It
People aren't
doesn't
getting
matter.
vaccinated,
He's
and it oogs me out. I just don't like it.
He's
I don't want him
fine.
to get I don't want him to get something.
He's fine.
I love my baby boy.
I mean, it's fair. I don't have a kid, so I can't really relate.
Yeah.
Bob, what do you do when you're nervous?
So this says when I'm nervous, I feel a bit nauseous, which I don't know,
true.
not very true. I think mine, like, two things I can say that when I get nervous is more like cats, where you just look calm on the outside.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I get that at work all the time, and like even when I was in school too, when stuff would happen, I got commented like by instructors too. They're like, "You're always so calm. Like no matter what happened, like during this at like clinicals, you stayed calm. You're always so calm. You always look like nothing's going on." They're like, "That's good. They need that." And I mean, inside I'm freaking the fuck out, but like outside, like, I mean. And that goes back to, like, the monotone thing. I just always look like this no matter what emotion I'm feeling. I guess.
Yeah.
So,
I always think, like, of myself, like, waiting in line to get on, like, a roller coaster, because, like, I'm definitely afraid of heights. So, like, I'm usually a pretty good sport about it. The only one I won't go on that I've been to places has been the Power Tower, which is just a straight up and down drop. But, like, roller coasters I've gone on, like, all the big ones that I've come to. But, like, as I'm waiting in line, I'm usually just, like, I don't say anything. I just, like, sit there and I'm, like, low-key panicking, but I'm, like, play it cool because I don't want to look dumb in front of all these other kids that are, like, getting on this roller coaster and having like, hell of a time.
I feel like that's kind of funny, too, because I feel like you have actually a lot of fears. Like, you're scared of a lot of things, which I think goes back to your worry mentality.
Mm-hmm.
Bob, you also strangely have a lot of fears. Like, you're scared of spiders, you're scared of heights.
Fuck spiders.
You're scared of, like, the ocean, open water.
Yeah, I'm not scared of going in the ocean. I'm scared of
you have a lot
in
of
the ocean.
So you have a lot of fears. Akko, do you have a lot of fears?
Spiders.
But
otherwise, I would say no, not really.
I'm slightly afraid of open ocean, just because I'm also afraid of sharks.
And how do you?
Once I'm in it, I'm completely fine.
And how do you relate to nerves?
Huh?
I don't remember what was your nerves.
Has to voice out all their feelings.
And then.
And yeah, I'll talk about the spider for like ever.
I wouldn't say I'm scared of spiders. I don't like them. I don't want to kill them. I don't want to be around them. But I'm not, like, scared of them.
Yeah, same.
Yeah.
Spiders
So-
actually don't really bother me.
So, I really don't have any other, like, I would love to be in open water. That'd be so cool to just sit in, like, the
I feel
middle
like I
of
could
the
see you
ocean.
being, like, an
That'd be
adrenaline
so cool.
junkie, though. So we're talking
Oh,
about,
yeah.
like, a lot of things that were, like, essentially life-threatening. So the thing with heights, generally, you're not afraid of being in high places. You're afraid of falling off of them.
Yeah.
Well,
Open water.
Bob does
like-
not like being in high places.
Well, right, but that fear comes from the fear
No.
of falling. Like, I don't like being up in high places either, but that's...
Probably because I worship Satan. I like to be in low places.
Probs.
Just kidding.
But, like, I guess
But,
I've never been at a high place and been scared of falling off of it. Like, I've never been like, oh my god.
No, I have. Every time I'm up in a high
I
place.
have,
too,
but
me
then
too.
the
Except
feelings
for
are
airplanes.
like
I'm
a
fine with
second.
airplanes because, like, I'm in a closed thing. But, like, anything where there's, like... If there's a breeze coming from any direction and I'm up high somewhere, it's not cool. I'm not kosher with it, so...
But I think, like, the open water thing, too, like, I don't consider myself, like, an anxious person at all, but just the thought of being out there gives me the most anxiety I've ever felt in my life. Like, it is just the frickin' unknown underneath your feet,
That's
and
so
there's
cool.
nothing you can do. No, it's not. It is not cool.
I love
You're
that
already
feeling.
freaking out.
That doesn't really
Oh.
bother me. I'm
But-
not...
It does bother me.
I
Fun
think
fact,
about it,
I
but-
was in open water on a small little boat, and we actually coaxed sharks in. So I got to see sharks in open water.
Yeah, I
See,
don't
I
want
That's
don't.
really cool.
But you're on a boat.
Yeah, I was on a boat.
No,
Not
that's
a
what
big
I'm saying.
boat,
No,
on a little boat.
I'll go
On the boat.
in the open water on a boat. I'm talking about me in the water.
Yeah, that'd be
No.
so cool.
Oh,
Oh my
fuck you.
gosh, I'd love to be in that water with
Oh
all
my
the sharks.
No.
Free
He's
diving.
freaking
Oh,
out.
that'd be
No.
so cool.
We'll be in the hotel room
Top
watching
10.
Xena. You can go swim with all
Yeah,
the sharks
you
and jump
can-
off all the high
Dude,
buildings.
that is
Yeah.
like on my bucket list. I want to swim with sharks so fucking bad.
We already
No.
That's
did.
so cool.
Swimming with nurse sharks is okay by me.
No, I want to swim with the big ones. I want to go
That-
cage diving for great whites. Oh, that'd be
No,
so
no.
cool.
I would go in the cage, but
Yeah,
Even then,
I'll do that.
scared.
But my thing is
No,
too
but
is
if
like
you go
Nope.
if you go too far, so because
The cage would stress
the
me out
cage.
more.
So
Like,
with the
that's-
cage, you have to have a snorkel. So you breathe,
Not
and then they
fearless.
tell you to go down.
Are you
But
getting
if you
nauseous?
go too far down, your
No.
legs go through the cage, so your legs can go out of the cage. So you have to be really aware of your surroundings when you're cage diving.
oh, fuck
It's
that.
so cool.
No, I don't want to do it.
Not even a little
No.
bit am I
No.
interested in that. Like, I'm
No.
like cool
I'm
to like swim
uninterested
around.
now.
Like, we went scuba diving on our honeymoon, and I'm fine like seeing the little fishies and whatever.
No, I want
But
like a
if you-
21-foot great white, like
No.
right. Oh, that'd be so cool.
Nope, sure don't.
no,
Oh, oh
no.
man.
Like I would be,
Get on my level, guys.
I would have less anxiety. Like being out there with like goggles and stuff. That's okay if I can see. But if I don't have anything and I'm just floating out there,
Right, and the
I'm gonna kill
visibility is
myself.
like really low, so you can't see them until they're right there.
why the fuck are you
What?
talking about?
Yeah,
What?
yeah.
No.
Visibility
Oh.
out there is really because it's super murky. That's how great whites.
I-
Do you
I
know
think
that
element of
when
surprise,
people
so
say-
you can't see them until they're like right at like within touching
Oh
distance.
God, I am
People
like.
Oh,
warn you
it's so
against
cool.
going in murky water because that's when sharks attack. What do you think they're gonna do to you if it's murky water out there?
Well, you're in a
They're gonna
cage.
bump
I think
you
you
and-
are just like an adrenaline junkie. Like, I literally
Yeah.
think that's where we're at. Because you're saying things that are nobody is like, yeah, I want
My
to
heart's
be.
beating so
I'm
fast.
in-
I want to be in open murky water with
Not
some
okay.
fucking sharks.
I'm
Nobody
in
says
fight
that.
and flight mode right now, and I'm about to.
Yeah, I'm just
Oh,
like.
and I'm
oh.
like actually like
No, I'm
So
fine with
let's talk about this.
snorkeling on
Bungee
reefs.
jumping.
That's fine.
Yeah.
I don't have any desire. Like
Nope.
I don't have a. I will do it. Like I have no
No.
issue with bungee jumping, but I don't have.
I don't want
know-
to
I
do
would-
that.
I would bungee jump.
No,
I would
that
rather
is a
swim with
fucking
sharks than
glorified rubber band attached to your fucking feet. You're gonna trust that little thing to not snap?
Yeah.
You know how many times I've snapped rubber bands? Too many fucking times.
Yeah,
That's how
I'm
many.
not gonna fucking snap you, big.
No.
it could. I've
Actually,
seen,
I want
I've seen stuff.
to. I want to skydive. That's what I want.
Have you
See,
seen
I
that?
don't have any desire to do either of those things because it's just like, woo, I'm falling. Like that's.
I just want to.
I don't know. I see no.
That is definitely
I
not
wanna
what
see the
would
height
be going
with
through
that.
my mind
Yeah.
if I was falling out. Like, what the fuck?
No, I just
Shitting
feel
my
like
pants?
that's really
Yeah.
lame because I'm not like
Well,
I'm not actively doing anything. It's just gravity doing its own thing.
No.
Like I feel like that's not cool.
I want to do. I should take it back. Well, I do want to do skydiving just for obviously for
Rocco, I
the
think you
feel.
should be.
I want to do skydiving just for the obviously the feel of it. But actually, I would prefer. I want to do the wingsuits skydiving.
Oh, like the little.
Squirrel
yeah,
suits?
Yeah,
please.
squirrel suits.
No,
then you actually get to
absolutely
control.
not.
That's like the
No.
No.
Like you might be fine if I put that on. Like I'd be like make one wrong move and just slam into the rocks. I feel it in my bones. I'm terrible at things.
Yeah.
You and me, Akko.
Yeah.
Let's go.
You guys can go.
Yeah, we'll be in the hotel room watching Xena.
We will definitely.
We'll be watching
go.
her defy gravity and not
we
doing it
can fall
ourselves.
into open water and so are sharks.
No, he's afraid of sharks.
What?
You're alone in that one.
Oh, but
Yeah.
I would
they're
swim.
my favorite animal. Are
I
you
would
seriously
swim in
scared of
open
sharks?
water. Yes.
That says so much about you. This is why you're Callisto and Cersei. Your favorite animal's a fucking shark.
I
They're
would.
Yeah.
so cool.
I like the idea of seeing sharks. 'Cause, like I love watching shark movies, but I'm also fucking terrified of them.
Why?
So it
They're
would
beautiful. They're majestic. They're so pure.
like I would
Yeah.
have like that's why I said I'd have to be in a cage because I'd have to have some type of.
Don't let your legs
Safety
fall
net.
through.
I don't care.
The cage
Please-
would stress me
please-
out more. Like,
I
then
would-
I'm confined with it. Like,
No, I would honestly. I'd be like this in the cage.
Yeah, you just
knees
Buddha.
into my chest and just watching them.
be fetal position.
Yep, fetal position.
Yeah, I probably would be.
I wouldn't be because I wouldn't even be in that fucking cage. Like I'm in the hotel
Exactly.
room still. I don't know.
Eating
what-
nuts,
I would for
watching
sure.
Xena.
I would for sure go with you, and I would be on the boat. I could be moral support. But getting that water
for
might
it.
be a complete
I
different
mean,
subject.
I guess when you say I'm an adrenaline junkie, I do probably fall under that category.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I don't think there's really anything you would just like hands down not do as far as like normal things that people do for
Right.
adrenaline.
Well, I mean, even like when I was a lifeguard, like that was one of the coolest things ever was when like someone, I mean, not cool because somebody needed to be rescued, but like the fact that like I had to act in an emergency in which somebody was, you know, that's a really high adrenaline, really high like go situation.
Yeah.
And I was I was really good at it. Like, I was really good at my job. I was a good lifeguard. I made the most rescues. I was consistently always like, well, I know we're way past our time. It's fine. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, I can't.
So, I mean, I feel like, yeah, I probably fall under that category.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's pretty accurate.
I just want to say one more quick thing, because I forgot my second thing that I do when I'm nervous. So I found this out. It's usually when I have to do any sort of, like, speaking in front of a group, this happens. When I'm waiting, I'm just, like, nervous inside and with anticipation. That's usually why I want to be the first one to go. It's because I like to set the bar low, too. And I like to get it over with. Because if I'm sitting there waiting, I'm not listening to people, like, and I start yawning, like, a lot. Like, I just
Wow, that's
yeah,
weird.
I yawn a lot.
Wow.
Like, when I'm nervous.
That actually, when you yawn, so you yawn not because you're tired, you yawn because you're trying to get oxygen to your brain.
yeah.
So I'm guessing if you're, like,
I'm
thinking
just
about
sitting
something
there,
and getting
like,
worked
not
up, you're
breathing,
probably, yeah.
And, yeah.
That's the complete opposite because I wear one of those Apple Watches, and my watch told me to call 911 because my heartbeat was over 110 for 30 minutes because I was the last one to go.
Oh my god.
See, I like to go first for projects, but for a different reason. I like to go first because I like to set that bar fucking high as shit.
I like to go,
Great.
like,
Just like to
early
destroy
in the
everybody.
pack, but not first, because
Just
I
do
want
it.
to secretly judge what other people are doing. And
Oh,
if they set the
absolutely
bar
not.
high, I also want to set the bar high. But if they set the bar low, I'm like, oh, great, I don't really have to try.
No,
So I
go
like to
first,
observe others
set that
before
fucking bar as
doing
high
it
as
myself.
possible.
I'm inconsistent. I want to go first and last.
Accurate. Look at that. Full circle. So the last meme I found that we were going to talk about is what is something we need in our lives as our sign. And as a Virgo, apparently I need sleep, which is
Oh,
so
I love
LOL.
that one.
100%.
Well, think about it.
accurate.
If you have high anxiety and you're a very nervous person and you have a
Yeah,
lot of
I don't
stuff in your
sleep
life,
anymore.
you don't like.
I honestly
you
don't.
do need probably sleep. Like,
Yeah.
that makes
Yeah.
sense.
She
I
yells at me for going to bed at 11.
okay. I do not yell at you for going to bed at
You
11.
yell at me for going
You
to
fell
bed.
asleep today at 4:30 in the afternoon. That is.
Yeah, it
That's
was
a nap.
glorious.
Yeah.
Yes, I needed
Yeah.
that nap.
We were watching Xena.
I needed that nap.
Okay, but it's kind of a running joke because I mean, yes, I have anxiety, so that obviously plays into the fact that I don't sleep. But now that I have, like, been on this crazy, like, sleep schedule for so long, I feel like that's just the way I am now. Like, there's no possible way I will ever fall asleep before midnight. 0% chance.
Yep.
There's, like, 50% chance I'll fall asleep before 2 a.m. After 2 a.m., the odds are looking a little better. And then also depends on what I'm doing. If I'm reading a Xena fan fiction, there's a 0% chance I'm going to go to bed before the sun comes up. That's just my life.
Well, we can talk about that too, is how last night you and I, Kat, we had our Nug Party 2019, watched Xena from 3 p.m. till midnight.
It was the
And
best day of my life.
It was awesome. Wow. Sorry, Akko.
Our wedding was shit. I kid, but it was pretty legit.
But Slay came home from a wedding reception that she went to, and she joined in on some of the nugs and fries. But then you, Kat, you left. We were dead tired. We basically went to bed right away and passed out.
Sure
and
you did.
like, I texted you to make sure you were, like, got home fine, and you're like, "Yep, just gonna watch some more Xena." I was like, "What the fuck?" I was like, "How do you have the energy?"
So I only ended up watching one more episode, fell asleep for a little bit, woke up, had to pee, and I was like, well, I'm up now. So then I started watching it and was up again till like 3 something.
Jeez.
But
Yeah.
again, that's like my prime time to like get shit done. It's like the middle of the night. I'm just nocturnal. That's what it is.
Sure.
I guess I'll knock mine out real quick.
What do you need in your life?
Sarcasm.
Which I don't quite get.
I don't
one.
get that
I don't
either.
get why you need that.
Yeah,
I
why
mean,
do you need
like,
that?
it makes
why
sense
do
why
I-
you married me because I'm a very sarcastic person, but
But, like, why do I need sarcasm?
I don't know. That one's a weird one.
to lighten
Yeah.
the mood, you don't like awkward situations. I don't know. All right,
Right,
Slay, what do you
alright,
need in
moving
your
on.
life?
I need a good cuddle, and I guess that makes sense because who the fuck would cuddle me? Let's go through.
Yeah.
You're a demon.
Let's rewind this podcast, listen to it again, and why the fuck would anyone cuddle me? So I guess I do need one because nobody will.
Exactly. That's why I'm not romantic. I just get
She's
in
a
and
demon.
get out, if you know what I'm saying.
Oh.
I
Sorry.
need a cuddle though.
What do you need in your
I'll
life, Bob?
cuddle you. A best friend.
I'm so lonely. That's why he watched Xena with me for like 8
That's why,
hours
yeah.
yesterday. It's like, I have no options.
Kat is
need a
my new
friend.
best friend.
If
now.
you're going off of
So
the
I-
last podcast,
Our relationships podcast. Oh,
Yeah.
You said you don't have any friends.
you
so.
said you don't have any
Or not friends that you hang out with. I guess you have a lot
Yeah,
of
Yeah,
friends.
not regularly. I have a few
You-
friends, but I don't.
a best friend. Well,
I'm
you
his best
kinda
friend
do,
now. We
but-
have nug
yeah.
parties. There's no better friendship than that.
Yeah.
True.
I was gonna say, honestly, do you have a best friend?
Right fucking here.
Are you like
No,
missing out
I'm
on this right
saying,
now?
I meant like other than Kat.
Like before Kat.
Kat, you should feel so loved because you are obviously Akko's best friend because he married you. You're my best friend, and now you're Bob's best
I
friend.
don't know. I'm everyone's best friend.
She gets around.
I'm a good. I'm a good time.
You are. What was one of your things? Fun to be around.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I'm fun to be around. That's why
See?
I'm everyone's
Yep.
Beth.
I mean, until like you watch the last episode of Xena, then
Oh
you're
god,
a real
nobody.
downer.
Yesterday was a weird reaction because you kept like making me laugh as I was crying, so I was
I was
crying.
trying to. I was
And
trying
so
to.
like I couldn't. My emotions were like not anything that like were normal. I was like crying but laughing. So like there's tears but laughter. It was really fucked up.
You're
Also,
welcome.
I fucking warned you that was gonna happen. I told you I've never made it
True.
through without crying. It's
True.
fucking depressing.
True.
You have no soul. You didn't cry. At least I guess
I didn't. I mean, I haven't watched all of it. I didn't watch it since 1995 either. So I don't have the attachment that you do. So I mean, I can
It's so
see how it's
depressing.
sad coming from your point of view.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you just got to see
Definitely.
girls kiss, so you were all about it.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Okay, Akko was trying to tell me earlier today, funny story. He was like, what were we were talking about
I
like
don't know.
ships that we were doing in TV
Oh,
shows. He
yeah.
was like, oh, well, Bob wouldn't like that because that's Xena and Gabrielle. I was like, what the fuck are you talking about? That's girl on girl, Xena and Gabs. Everyone likes that shit.
No, we were talking about.
It doesn't really matter, but
Yeah.
at the end of the day, I was like, well, you should watch the finale with him because he definitely liked that part.
Yeah, I did.
Oh no, we're talking about him going to the convention.
Oh yeah, Akko wanted you to take his place at the convention.
I will.
He's like, he won't like it though. Everyone there is a Xena Gabs shipper. I was like,
Yeah, that's what it was.
That's fine. I'm gonna try to get them to kiss in person.
it wouldn't be the first time they've been asked.
Oh my god, that'd be great.
So that's all the stuff we have on well, again, I don't really want to say horoscopes. Really, just zodiac signs because I didn't really go into like telling our futures with that because I feel like that's not as easy to say whether or not it's accurate. But I guess everyone, what's your final thoughts of? Do you feel like zodiac signs actually are like your personality has something to do with the fact of when you were born? Like
I don't know.
Mine, yes.
Yeah,
Mine,
I was gonna
yes.
say, and I was also once again, although me and Akko were completely different, like our personalities are completely different, we probably are the two that had the most true to self horoscopes. Like,
Yeah. I
like
would
come
agree.
on, I'm a Scorpio. Like,
Yeah.
when you think of my personality,
Yeah.
and I say, oh, I'm a Scorpio, nobody's like, really? It's always like, oh, that makes sense.
Yeah.
So I mean,
Yeah.
I guess
Makes
mine's
sense.
pretty
Yeah.
accurate.
I don't know. I guess I mean, okay, so I'm not like a huge, I don't know, supernatural
That's my
type person. Like I don't believe in like the little crystals that's supposed to do something with your energy. I don't believe in like auras
Oh,
and
see, I think
chakras
that's
and
kinda
stuff.
fun.
So I guess for me, it's like hard to say like, oh, because I was born at this date, I'm made this way because of that. But I do say like a lot of these do resonate with me. I would say again, I agree with you, Slay, that you and Akko had more accuracy, and Bob, you did not have a lot
I
of
did not
accuracy.
have any
Except for those synthetic fibers. Suck
Yeah.
those. Fuck those.
Working with my hands and music.
But I mean, there's things that I resonate with, but then there's also things that are like polar opposites. So I think that that's just luck of the draw. I mean, there's going to be things that you resonate with. So I guess I'm pretty indifferent, but I guess I dig being a Virgo. It's usually not one that gets the shittiest responses, but it's also not one that gets the best.
Yes.
She usually gets the shit responses, but I mean, yours are
You're
actually
a
very
fucking
accurate
bagel.
in this. You're a bagel. You are a bagel.
I'm fucking cheese, man. I
Yeah.
am the cheese.
Ramen.
That's right. Pizza.
Best.
That makes you sound like the most fun out of all of us.
Yeah.
I love pizza.
Pizza's
I
not very
do.
monotone.
No, it's not. I mean, my favorite is grilled cheese, which is, but
I
I
had
like
that for
it.
lunch today.
She did.
Nailed it. Okay, well, I think that's the end of our Zodiac Sign podcast. So thanks for joining us, and if you're still listening, good for you, because we went over our time.
By a lot.
By a
Yeah.
lot. But you know what? That means we had lots of good stuff to tell you, so you're welcome. Catch us next week with a different topic, which will be determined the day
Akko's
before.
the host.
Yeah, Akko's
I'm the
hosting us
host.
next week, so
Yeah.
probably something weeby. So stay tuned.
Bye.
See ya.
See ya.
adios.